All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My name is Wayne Dupree, and we are live here on the Dupree Report. It is Monday, June 29th, 2026. Happy to have each and every one of you here with us on this bright and whatever day it is. Thank you for tuning in, taking time out of your busy schedule. Broadcast Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on Red Voice Media. Don't forget to check out rvmnews.com and their new website, which is redtalk.com. Redtalk.com. We're broadcasting on Rumble right now. My parents used to say money is funny. So, but it's really not funny, but money's funny. So we're not on StreamYard. Things are tight for a lot of people around. So we're broadcasting on Rumble, which doesn't broadcast to Getter. Don't know why. It does not broadcast to Getter. So before we get into everything, Mr. Jason Robinson from Minnesota, real quick.
Hey, folks, happy Monday. Welcome to the Wayne Dupree Podcast, the Dupree Report. Do us a favor, hit the like, hit the comment, hit the share button. Help show get reach. And you know what, Wayne? I can't believe it's already 4th of July. Now this week, the weather in Minnesota is getting super hot. It's supposed to be like 100 degrees this week, or it's up in the 80s or 90s today. Mm-hmm. And where did this year go? It felt like a week ago we were talking about New Year's. Now, boom, it's crazy. It's crazy.
No, you're right about that. My son came in this morning. He was talking about 100-degree weather. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, if you follow weather like some of us do, El Nino has returned. And you know what happens with El Nino? A lot of hot weather. There's another one, El something that is the opposite, I think. But
El Capitan.
I don't know. It's Andale.
El Chapo.
But,
El Chapo.
No. He's in jail. But with everything that is happening right now, we're going to be straight with you. There's a shooting war in the Persian Gulf right now. Oil is moving in record swings. The dollar's been jerked around for 4 months, and Washington keeps spinning like the bill never comes due. Now, when the world gets this shaky, hopefully you don't gamble with your family savings. So in that case, we want to talk about, I just want to shove a little bee in your bonnet about Augusta Precious Metals. Gold and silver have held their value through every crisis this country has ever faced. Augusta walks you through it. No pressure, no hype, just straight answers from people who have done this for years. You call them, or you contact them. They give you information. You decide whether you want to want more information. Then you call them. They give you a number to call. They have some easy steps. It's your money. Okay, it's your money. They take care of it, and they are experts at it. You can look at them on the Better Business Bureau. They have a they have an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau. They have thousands of 5-star reviews. You can go and check them out. Now you can visit waynesgold.com or text Wayne to 35052. You can again go to waynesgold.com, or you can text Wayne, WAYNE, to 35052. Now do it before the next headline, whatever comes up, not after. Try to do it before the next headline comes out. Augusta Precious Metals, waynesgold.com, or text Wayne to 35052. Now, Jason was just talking about the heat wave. According to the National Weather Service, a potentially historic heat wave will expand across eastern 2/3 of the country, with Thursday and Friday carrying the possibility of all-time record high in places. According to weather.com, forecast this morning, roughly 230 million, about 2/3 of the U.S. population, could be exposed to extreme heat this week. According to CNN's weather team, the heat dome peaks Friday. Oh, Lord.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Friday. It's Friday, July 4th.
Saturday.
On Friday, along the I-95 corridor, with Washington, D.C. forecast for 102 on Thursday and 103 on Friday.
Yes.
Both would break daily records. Now, I-95 is between Baltimore and, well, it runs along D.C. and Baltimore. So we're going to be hot here in, no, actually, they're going to be hot because I'm going to be in the house. This is the one time that I hope that maybe President Trump and maybe members of Congress and all of them are able to get out of D.C. for a couple of days. Washington, many of y'all don't really think about this, but Washington is a swamp. Literally
And
literally is a swamp. So when it gets hot, the humidity comes with the hot. So it's almost doubly hot type deal. They were worried about it during the UFC thing, because believe me, there's a whole lot of gnats and mosquitoes and stuff. It's crazy here, and I know it's crazy in other places, but it's crazy here. I mean, you think that there's a swarm of bees at night around lights and stuff with the moths and all that stuff and everything out there, but this area is really bad. And if you're talking about 102, 103 degree heat, that's crazy. According to AccuWeather, overnight lows in Baltimore, like Philadelphia, Baltimore, and DC, may not drop. Listen to me now. May not drop below 80. The urban heat island effect means little relief after dark, which is when a lot of firework crowds are out. You know what else comes with heat? Anger.
Oh, yeah.
People get stupid.
Yes.
People
are stupid a lot of the time.
But heat really brings it out. Especially if you bump into something.
Don't you just like stick to them because you're all like sweaty and gross?
Yeah, don't. Yeah. Don't bump into nobody. Don't touch nobody. Try to stay away from his. Don't leave no animals in no car. Don't leave no kids in the car. Don't leave. You ever leave a soda in the car and explode it?
No, I've left sodas in the car, but they haven't exploded.
It happened to me one time. I came out. It was I came out. I stayed in the building. This when I worked in corporate America as a graphics artist. I was in the building all day, and we were working on a proposal. And by the time it came out at night, I'm like walking to my car. It's kind of cool out there at night. I get in my car. I'm looking at the windows, and I was like, "Did it rain?"
Why is it on the inside?
I didn't know it was on the inside until I felt it. I was like, "What's all this water?" Kind of like that. And when I felt the window, everything was sticky. And then I looked, and my Sprite had blown up. That was in the in between two seats. Ladies and gentlemen, if it's going to be this hot, which they're talking about, don't go outside. Don't go outside. This is bad. This is bad. Now, according to NBC News, though, Jason, out west, the picture flips. There's going to be a cool down, bringing 30-mile gusts that are worsening wildfire conditions, including the 93,000-acre cottonwood fire in Utah. at zero containment on Sunday. Did you hear about that? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, there's turns out there's fires in California and out west.
Colorado, yeah.
Colorado, yeah.
3 firefighters were killed on the job Saturday along the Utah-Colorado border. And again, ladies and gentlemen, extreme heat kills more Americans annually than any other weather hazard, more than hurricanes or tornadoes. So here, it's Monday. We want to let y'all know, plan accordingly, but please take this PSA. Is Lisa in the YouTube?
I haven't seen her yet.
Okay. Yeah, because she has a pool in the back. Lisa, stay inside. Stay inside. Stay inside. What are they saying up in your area?
Well, in Minnesota, we're going to be hitting in the 90s, 100s as we get it going into the weekend. So I had to scramble outside this morning to mow my lawn because I'm like, it's already like, we walked outside and it was humid. It felt like Florida at like 6:30 or 6 o'clock this morning. I'm like, oh, it's going to be bad. So I had to go mow the lawn and stuff. But, fun weather things. I mean, I'm starting to come around to the leftist point of view, Wayne. Clearly,
don't do it.
Clearly, climate change is real. The only solution is communism. I'm going to get me my little Russian hat with the hammer and sickle. And if we don't get communism, all the weather is going to destroy. I'm kidding, folks. I am making no proclamations about communism or weather today. One thing I found funny, though, and I kind of knew this, and maybe the audience will have to let me know if they know this, but a bunch of countries in Europe, like, they don't have any air conditioning.
Yeah, right.
I had heard a little bit about it, and like, I watched some shows with some guys from Europe, and they're always complaining when they're in restaurants that, like, oh, there's no air conditioning, it's hot and gross in here. So I kind of went down and then we had all the soccer tournament, the World Cup folks over here from countries, and there were people raving about it. So I just kind of did some Googling, and it's like, these stats are just off the top of my head, but it's like 20% of the houses in Europe have air conditioning, and like in Germany and England's like the worst. They got like 10 or 15% of the houses have AC, and the ones that do have those crappy little portable ones. And I'm like, how is it that Europe doesn't have air conditioning? And I kind of knew it wasn't very common, but I didn't realize how bad it was. Can you imagine? No wonder they're crabby over there. You walk up to some French guy and he's all pissed off. Well, of course, you got no air conditioning. Like,
all that rain that happens in the UK,
yeah,
but one thing that I remember that I saw when I was over there, they might not have air conditioning, but they got those little fans that they hold.
Right.
But that thing don't work if you're outside, because all you're doing is blowing hot air on yourself. So
yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I turned my air down extra cool because when it gets this hot, it's that like you can't keep up.
Yeah,
and then
you're right about that. Yeah.
And especially, I replaced my air conditioner a few years ago. The old one was like, I mean, you could like get your house to like hang meat level where I could hang a side of beef in the living room. But these new ones with all the energy efficiency stuff, it's like they just won't get that cold. And it's like, man, if I'm ever emperor of America, I'm going to remove that whatever air conditioning thing, and I'm going to let people get air conditioners that make you as cold as you want it to be.
Well, I'll tell you this. As long as I've been around, I have seen hot weather here on the East Coast.
Right.
As a matter of fact, growing up on the Eastern Shore, you have the Chesapeake Bay, which is your bit of warm water, and then you got the Atlantic, which is bringing off. I mean, especially if you're on Ocean City, that wind blowing off of the top of that salt water and stuff, it's not pleasant. Yeah, it's not pleasant. So it's like when they tell you that it's going to be 102, 104, 105 degrees, ladies and gentlemen, don't play with that. And that's probably on the conservative side. You know what I'm saying? That's probably
Right.
on the conservative side. They could, excuse me, your beard is growing.
Oh, dude, it is getting so.
Your
We're
beard is
down to
growing.
August 1st is the wedding. We had lunch with my buddy, and we do the family lunch thing on Saturday, and Mike made it, and he's like, "Man, that thing is coming in." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, on the hair is getting spectacular," and yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh, and oh, let me get it. Because you can't be a good wizard without your wizard pipe. So I actually have a real functioning wizard pipe.
Oh
It's
man.
gonna be going
Oh
on with my
man.
wizard hat and outfit. I'm gonna have real
Wow.
tobacco. I'm gonna
Wow.
pop in there. I'm ready, dude. And
Wow.
then Jen is like, okay, the night after the wedding, you're trimming your beard. And then the next day, I have an appointment booked already to get your hair cut. And I'm like,
Oh
really? You
man.
don't like it? I mean, this weekend
That's
I was
kind of
gonna
cool.
braid it and I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's kind
like
of
we
cool.
had the grandbaby with her hair and things. And
You
I'm
look
like, oh,
like
I
you're
could
taking care of it though. You look like
oh,
you are you getting it? I mean, like, even though you're growing it long, are you kind of cutting it? Because it
oh
looks
no,
straight.
I'm letting her go natural. I got this beard treatment stuff. Like,
Oh yeah, okay, okay.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
For Christmas, I got this beard care kit
Mhm.
from my sister-in-law, and my beard's never that long. I don't need but then I'm like, yeah, I actually got a real beard now. So I started growing it out, and oh yeah. Yeah, it's coming in, it's kind of curved.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
can just like you can mess with it. You can go for like crazy wizard look. Jen is currently sitting down. I don't know if she's on the phone or if she's like horrified that her husband, you know. And then if I go to the dog park and I forget my hat, and all of
Uh,
a sudden the wind starts blowing and I look like the homeless guy. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're set, man. I get to perform a ceremony in front of 300 Hmong looking like this. This is gonna be great.
I can only imagine her waking up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, turn over. Oh,
Right? Yeah. Oh, Mark in the Rumble chat's asking for the costume on stream. It is totally coming out. I pick it up on like Friday the 18th or whatever
okay.
that Friday is, because that Saturday we do first round of wedding pictures,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll have it for a couple weeks. So yeah, the hat and stuff, it'll make an appearance. It's
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's good.
and guys like live it up, have fun. And my wife, she was really hoping that when we had lunch with my buddy Mike, they'd be like, your beard's getting a little scraggly. Maybe you can trim that and just get a fake one. But no, they're like, that beard is awesome. So like any chance she had of me trimming it before the wedding are gone. So yeah.
Okay, well, Jason,
Yeah.
stay inside. Okay, all right. I'm letting you know right now because I won't see it. We won't be doing the show on Thursday, but stay inside on Friday and Saturday because we don't want nothing to happen to the wizard.
That's right.
Okay.
All the extra facial hair will cause
Yeah, probably. You know what? She'll probably kick you outside. No, go outside. Go outside.
right.
The hair come off. Just go outside.
Yeah, yeah. If you have a heart attack when they take you in and you're out, she could shave me.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, Jason, thanks, Jason, for mentioning that was in the number one side of the topics this morning was the heat wave. I've been hearing some things about it, and when I got some information on it, it's like, okay, all right, this is and
sounds like
another,
this will be one of them dangerous ones.
This is a dangerous one for a couple days. Yeah, for a couple days, and especially, dude, if it don't go down at night. This is one of those things that you can't even open up your window at night because it's 80 degrees. You know,
Right.
sometimes at night, you might have a good breeze or what. You might be able to open up your
No.
window and listen to the grasshoppers and stuff, and the sounds of the night and stuff. No, you can't do it with no.
Yeah, Minnesota, you hit that day in like May. It's like, okay, I closed my windows. They were open for 3 weeks because it was cold. And then it gets nice for 3 weeks, and I close them and I reopen them in like October for another 3 weeks. It's ridiculous. I mean, it would be nice if we could all just move to San Diego. The weather's like perfect there, but then we'd have to fight the communists.
Okay. So another thing happened over the weekend. According to NBC News this morning, death toll from last Wednesday's twin earthquakes. Did you see some of those videos of the earthquake?
It's crazy, dude.
Dude, that looked like seriously, that looked like a movie. It did. This stuff really looked like a movie.
Right.
And I'm still trying to. I know there's a whole lot of AI stuff out there. Did you see something about a building like it fell into another building?
Oh yeah, there was buildings falling all over.
Was that real though?
I have seen real and I have seen fake ones. So
okay. All right.
They're both out there. Yeah, it's so hard too. You get this video and like I don't know about you guys, but I've seen several where they've been like digging dogs and people out of the rubble and then it comes out that that one's fake, that one's real, that one's fake. Yeah.
According to NBC News, death toll from last week's twin earthquakes has risen to at least 1,450, with tens of thousands still unaccounted for. On the ground in La Guaira, the 72-hour golden window for finding survivors has now passed. Those survivors pulled a father and son out alive after 4 days. So it's a shame because if they pull back resources if they pull back resources after that 72-hour golden window, there could still be some people alive and they might not be able to be gotten to. So that's going to be it's going to be according to the U.S. State Department. The U.S. has committed more than $300 million to the response and has over 300 search and rescue personnel on the ground, including teams from Fairfax County, Virginia, and Los Angeles County. 3 Americans died in the earthquakes, and 12 Americans remain missing, according to the U.S. government. The main shock was a magnitude of 7.5. That's the strongest in Venezuela since 1900. 1900.
That's crazy.
Striking near Yamar about 39 seconds after a 7.2 foreshock. If y'all have never been in I've only been on this earth for 57 years, but I experienced a lot of stuff. I mean, believe me, I experienced a lot of stuff that a lot of people could only read in the books. When I was stationed in Las Vegas, I was asleep. I was sleeping in the bed, and I was dreaming. I can't tell you what I was dreaming about. All I know is that I heard like somebody was getting slapped, right? And it woke me up, but I still heard the slap, right? So but then I realized I couldn't get out of bed because I felt like I was being pushed down from the back. We were in an earthquake.
I was going to say, what was it, a hooker or something, Wayne?
No.
He was tied to the bed in Las Vegas.
And I couldn't stand up because the force, and it wasn't one of those kind of like that. It was like a roll type of deal. It was a roll. So what I did, like this says was 37 seconds. It might have been 37 seconds for us because the major earthquake was in Los Angeles. We just felt it in Las Vegas, which is 4 hours away. So I rolled out of bed onto the floor and I looked before it stopped. I looked out the window and the pool that was down in the middle in the courtyard, that's what was the water was slapping up against
Oh, wow.
the wall, and it almost looked like one of those waves, you know, kind of like that. But if y'all have never, and another one, I was in another earthquake here on the East Coast. We don't have earthquakes on the East Coast. We just happen to have one this day. Again, I was working at the at another government contractor, and we all have cubicles. We all have cubicles. Now we were on the 5th floor, 6th floor, and we start feeling them. So I looked around and I was like, somebody behind me, you know, kind of jumping up and down, but nobody was behind me. And then it started to rumble a little bit more. So then I stood up and I saw a couple other people raise up there. It was like a whack-a-mole type of thing because everybody's head was coming up above the thing. And then the next thing you know is it really started to move. So everybody got out of the building. And
earthquakes are wild, man.
Yeah. One thing that we learned was because we don't have earthquakes on the East Coast like they do on the West Coast, under the ground is different. In California, it's mostly dirt. Over here is you got your tectonic, I think that's what they call it, tectonic plates. So when the plates move, you have that type of earthquake, and over there they have the ground that moves. You know, that's why so many people say California's going to just roll off into the sea. But here's a fact that will really get you is that the same plates that are on the East Coast are over in England.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that kind of lets you know that it was one time together, you know, type of deal, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of crazy. But I've been in two earthquakes on both sides coast. Yeah. So but that what they said it was 39 minutes. On 39 seconds. Let me tell you something. 39 seconds is a long time. 39 seconds is a long time for the ground to be moving. Yeah. I mean, and especially at that level, at that like hard level like that, that's a long time. Another fact too, animals know.
They can sense.
They can sense it.
Oh,
they can sense it. They can.
They're like something's wrong.
They can definitely sense it. According to CNN, the disaster compounds an existing crisis that is also happening down there in Venezuela too. You know, Venezuela to a degree is, well, they're just coming back right now, but they kind of poor down there. So with what's happening, if you look at Venezuela in some of the bad areas, and I'm not talking about where the good people live, I'm talking about if you look at some of the bad areas, it sort of looks like what the Middle East looks like. And many places look like what the Middle East looks like, to tell you the truth. That's why when people say, I'm leaving, yeah, I bet, but
where are you going?
You'll be back. Yeah. You definitely will be back when you figure out it. I used to say, I am never going anywhere because other countries don't have HBO and Showtime. So,
well, now I know they don't have air conditioning. I ain't going there. I don't want to be sweating my ass off.
But you know, like in Las Vegas, it's hot during the day, but it's cold at night. It's like that over there too. You know, you just have to survive till night. You know, you just have to, yeah. So that means that I can't grill, man.
Yeah, you'd be grilling at 2 a.m. You'd just reverse your schedule. You'd sleep all day, be up all night.
That wouldn't be bad to grill at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning when it's 80 degrees because the sun's not out.
There you go.
So, yeah, it's still like a summer night. You can still grill, but the sun won't be out and beating down. Hey,
we've solved it.
I'm going, I'm gonna send you some pictures of Night
Yeah, I was
Grill.
gonna say tune in to Wayne Dupree's Facebook page. He'll be himself grilling live at 3 a.m. We can hang out.
Nightly Grill, man. Nightly Grill.
I'll
Okay.
be honest though. I am out at 2 a.m. If
I am
anything
too.
happens
I am
where
too.
I'm up, like things have gone horribly wrong.
I'm out too. Yeah. Before we get to Supreme Court, Jason, I saw this video about conspiracy theory this morning about gas tanks, gas tank screws. Have you ever heard about this before?
Which one?
From what they say, when you pull the nozzle
out,
there's a flap.
Yeah.
Under that flap, or at the end of the flap, if you see a screw, that means that it's been tampered with.
Huh, that's a new one.
That like when you put it back up, it doesn't close out the sail, that somebody could come behind you and
Oh, you're talking on the nozzle where it doesn't register the transaction, or in your car?
No, on the nozzle.
Okay. So basically it means that the transaction isn't done. Somebody could come up behind and steal it. That's interesting.
On the machine, yeah.
They're getting so weird with some of that theft stuff. Like a lot of the gas stations around where I live have to have those like seals put on to show that nobody put something on it where they could steal your card information. And
yeah.
Prosecuting criminals, like, you do just 1 years of public hangings when people break laws, and the problem solves itself.
So this is what they're talking about. You see that little nail right there?
Yeah.
It's not on every, like, let's see, can I move it? Yeah. Well, okay. You can do that too, huh? So you got that nail right there, but then
one's not.
Yeah, exactly. And I saw the video this morning. This dude took a camera up to the gas station, and these Indian dudes came out, and these Indian dudes are pissed off. Boy. They were like, "Oh, you go their way! You go their way!" He's like, "You get that nail off, or I'm gonna call the police." And they were cussing at old dude, but the dude was like, "See, we caught you. We know what you're doing." And it was crazy. But has anybody in the chat heard about that conspiracy? What are they saying? Has anybody heard about that?
That's a new one.
Yeah.
Wayne Dupree. See, I like when we go conspiracy theory. We'll have to do like the Rumble only show. We'll go into all the really wild stuff. Facebook is just, there's some Ahmed sitting there waiting to hit the button on your page and debunk it.
Jay Andrew says yes, I think.
Oh yeah. Giddy up.
Yes. But I saw that and I was like, yeah, I gotta put something out about this morning to see if anybody says anything about it. Did I freeze up?
No.
Okay. All right. But for some reason, it looked like it was going to freeze up. Okay.
The computer overheated because it's 1,000 degrees in Maryland.
You know what? That is the wrong title. That is the wrong title for the show. Wow. I didn't even catch that. Okay. We're going to move. We're going to move to a couple of the Supreme Court things you can expect by Friday, which is probably an omen because it's going to be hot. But you can expect Friday the birthright citizenship thing.
Actually, probably tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking it was going to be done before the end of June because the Supreme Court recesses at the end of June. So,
well, and actually, I think tomorrow is they have scheduled to release more opinions, and then they're off for the rest of the week for releasing opinions.
Yeah, they're done. So, before
And there
before
was
we
a
get,
bunch of rulings they released Thursday and today.
before we get to President Trump, Alan Dershowitz took his case to the Supreme Court. Defamation lawsuit against CNN, $300 million. Supreme Court said, and get that stuff out of here. They declined. They're declining to hear a whole lot of things, it seems. But here's the deal.
It's kind of normal, to be honest.
Yeah, but here's the deal. What are they doing all the other times of the year? Listen, they're in there from a certain time to a certain time. And all we hear is this rush at the end of June for these 10, 15 types of rulings and stuff. What else are they doing? You know, they got time to hear a whole lot of this stuff. Don't you think? They got time to hear it. They just don't.
You know, amongst the many problems in government, the Supreme Court schedule is probably not one I'm going to get too bent out of shape about.
Yeah,
They just like, I don't like that they release all these rulings right before they go on vacation, you know.
Yeah.
But I got to imagine if you're a Supreme Court justice, like, can you imagine? I mean, so I expect it's going to be 5-4-6-3 against where birthright citizenship is affirmed by the Supreme Court. Mm-hmm. So what I think should happen won't happen. I think birthright citizenship was for slaves. Cite whatever you want, but that's what it was designed for. It wasn't designed for somebody here from Ecuador or somebody here on a visa or any of that.
When you say that was designed for, let everybody know, is that source or is that an opinion that people have put out there?
If you go back and read all of the debates that they had at the time when they were ratifying the whatever amendment, the 14th Amendment that established birthright citizenship, all of the discussions Congress had before they wrote it were clearly this. Even the guy that wrote it, I forget his name, he specifically said, now, just so we're all clear, like, this isn't about immigrants or whatnot. We're addressing slaves. That was all the debate, the discussion. When they wrote the 14th, the amendment, the language in question was under the jurisdiction of. And people have interpreted it to mean, well, if you're here, you're under our jurisdiction. And that's how they established birthright citizenship. If you go back and if you look at that language and think that's what they meant, you'll rule no, birthright citizenship isn't a thing or is a thing. If you read the congressional debates, discussions when they were doing this amendment, then you'll say, yeah, clearly this was just designed for slaves. And that was what all the discussion was about. And frankly, it was just because in the South, they were being knuckleheads, you know, with slaves and voting and different things. So I suspect, I think the right answer is say, yeah, no, birthright citizenship isn't a thing, or define, you know, like, I mean, you can't say somebody can be here illegally and give birth and all of a sudden their citizenship. Like, that's not that's not what was intended according to the debates. But I think they'll get it wrong. I think it'll be 6-3, 5-4 the other way, in which case it will be, things will be interesting. Here's what's wild, though. If it goes the other way, how soon until one of these justices has an assassination attempt? I mean, Coney Barrett just a week or two ago had somebody going after her.
Yeah, but the same thing happened during the Biden administration, right? Where somebody did something at the Supreme Court Justice House. Who was it?
Kavanaugh. Yeah, they went after Kavanaugh during Roe versus Wade. I'm saying the left wing, Wayne. I know you dismiss it, but the left wing violence is a real thing.
Yeah. In the way. No, I don't dismiss left wing violence, but okay. Now, when it comes to, there were 3 major ones this morning. I'm not talking about the Alan Dershowitz one, but there were 3 major ones this morning.
3 decisions came down.
Major ones, right? one of them was that, and President Trump is actually very happy about, because it is increasing presidential power. Basically, 90 years of precedent has been overturned, according to President Trump. He just posted that on Truth Social. To show the importance of the Slaughter case, 90 years of precedent has been completely and unequivocally overruled, greatly increasing presidential power at the time when it's most needed. President Trump posted to Truth Social. So he gets to fire the FTC Commissioner Rebecca Slaughter. What many people might not understand is anything that is he's given the president, not just him, any president after him now. So this isn't just a Trump thing. This is every president after him can fire independent, those that are in charge of independent agencies. The president now can remove whoever is at the top if they don't like, or if the people are not in accordance with what the administration wants to do. A president can remove whoever is in charge of an independent. Is not cabinet member. Independent body.
A bureaucratic establishment,
right?
That, like the FCC, they would be appointed for X number of years. Now, president can fire them.
Yeah, any president moving forward, which is like President said, 90 years. You know, if it's just 90 years, that really isn't that long. That's just into the 1960s.
Here's what's funny, though. Before that, there wasn't any of these bureaucracies.
Yeah.
I mean, 60. If you go back like 100 years, there wasn't all these things.
Yeah, so I tell people that the 1960s changed the course of this country, especially with all of the assassinations that were done in that 10-year period. When America learned that they aren't a baby anymore. And then the Vietnam thing came along, but it looks like the Federal Reserve is how do you call it? Protected.
The fourth branch of government, evidently.
The Federal Reserve is protected. You wonder, it's like, how in the heck? We know how in the heck. It's just that many people need to realize what the Federal Reserve really is. President Trump,
so what Wayne's saying is there were two decisions. In one, they said the executive, the president, can fire the head of the FCC, government agency, rah, rah, rah. In the other, they said the Supreme Court or the president can't fire one of the directors of the Federal Reserve. Yeah. So the two, and it's funny because people who, I was reading these and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
And then, you look at like Will Chamberlain and some of those guys that do the legal stuff, and they're like, yeah, no, there's no consistency with these decisions.
That's one of those things like the Scooby-Doo, huh? Right, it's like, wait a minute. He can fire the independent of all the other agencies, but he can't fire the so-called independent Federal Reserve. Wow. Federal Reserve got power, people. That's all that, that's all that is. And now, you know what? I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm not going to say anything about it, Jason.
Who controls the money?
Yeah. Jason,
go back and see how many people opposed the Federal Reserve were on the Titanic. Just saying.
Yeah. A lot. Yeah.
They couldn't get past. Titanic happens. Magically it passes.
If I was a CEO of a company, well, actually I am in a matter of speaking, but if I was one of those rich CEOs and you and Jason, if Jason was one of those rich CEOs and I was one of those rich CEOs and Jason called me up and said, hey, there's a group of us getting together, and we're going to take a flight to the Caribbean. You want to go? I'm like, nope, don't want to go. Nope, that's how I see you when you get back. And I would track that plane ride all the way there. Because it seems like every time that there's a group of CEO people, major CEO people that get together and go somewhere, they get disappeared for some reason. I mean, plane ride. You remember the plane ride for the Clintons, Ron Brown, and all those people, and the plane crash. The CEOs were on that one. You remember that one?
Shocking.
Titanic, all those rich leaders and stuff at the bottom of the ocean. You know, it's like, dude, no, that's okay. I'm gonna sit at home. I'm gonna eat my crackers and cheese, and I just watch the flight and pray for you on your way down and on your way back. But
wait. Before we move on to the next topic, I'm looking in the chat. Let me know your prediction in the chat. I can only see Rumble and YouTube in there, so I'll have to go look at the Facebook one. Let me know your prediction for the Supreme Court. Like, is it 6-3-5-4? What do you think it is? And then do you think that it's for birthright citizenship or against? I'm going 6-3 against.
Oh, you changed with me.
6-3 for birthright citizenship. Wayne, what's your guess?
For birthright citizenship, it was 6-3. Again,
no, it hasn't been decided yet.
Right, for birthright citizenship.
You're going 6-3, and that they'll say it is a thing. So let us know in the chat. Jay Andrews 5-4, but doesn't say which one they are. Oh, and then K-Gun Girl, I thought, said something in there. Yeah, I'm just curious what the audience thinks.
Because you can't count on Roberts and you can't count on, what's her name?
Right. Amy Coney Barrett.
You can't count on those two. And
they put her on there to flip Roe versus Wade, which was good. But then, like every other important decision, she gets wrong. And
then Kavanaugh, she's going to talk to Kavanaugh, and Kavanaugh is going to switch over to make six. To make 6. Now, according to some more information this morning, where President Trump did get a win there, with the E. Jean Carroll thing, the Supreme Court decided that they weren't going to hear that. Right?
Yeah, it's not shocking.
So, basically, they declined. Yeah. They refused to hear the E. Jean Carroll case. So it looks like the $5 million civil judgment remains in place. Here's the thing. Like I said, of all the things that they can do, see, that's where I was going with this. Because I was like, that punting the ball, when y'all have enough time, y'all have enough time. Y'all the Supreme Court. That's all you do is hear cases, or you're supposed to hear cases. You're supposed to rule on these cases. Now, I know, and each one of them has like a football team worth of staffers. So y'all can do this. But I understand y'all are old. You probably fall asleep in your chairs and stuff and everything. So whatever. But I don't think that you should. I don't think Supreme Court should get to a place where they're just turning down. Well, no, wait. I understand some cases that they can turn down. Yes, probably some of them are frivolous. Okay, but when it comes to matters of this and that and this and that, President Trump really wanted this one. He really wanted this one, and for them not even to hear it, that sucks. Somebody on social media said, "See, y'all said that Trump controlled the Supreme Court." Whatever, y'all. God,
I wish he did.
Whatever. But yeah, that one came down this morning. And another one. Supreme Court says
This one's funny.
that I had to snort.
Because you read some of this and it's like,
snort too sometimes.
we aren't even a serious country. Come on.
Supreme Court says that states will be able to count ballots after Election Day. Wow.
As long as they're postmarked by Election Day, they can keep counting forever.
They can keep on counting. Yep. Court upholds laws in 13 plus states that count late mail ballots. Justice Roberts and Amy Coney Barrett sided with the three liberals. Wait, wasn't this? It was 6-3.
Yeah.
Or was it 5-4?
I'd have to look up that one. I think it was 6-3.
Because it was 6-3, then it's missing somebody.
Or maybe it was 5-4.
Ruling rejects GOP claims that practice violates federal election law.
Decision 5-4 for the ballots.
Okay, 5-4. Decision is you know what? Here's the thing too. Why won't Congress just pass something? Well, you know what? That's what. I don't even know what. You know what? I'm stupid. I don't even know why I asked that. I don't even know why I thought to ask that question. But if Congress was worth any their salt and gold, they would have passed that a long time ago. You know.
Well, now, so here's what part of the decision is states get to determine state voting rules and the way the Constitution was written. So the state had a law that said you count votes forever, go by the postmark. So it's kind of that, is it a federal thing or is it a state thing? I just think it's funny because if you're going to really have a democracy, people got to believe the results of the election. And that is foundational for us to consent to be governed. As soon as big chunks of the population don't believe the results are real, even if they are real, it's horrible. And to say, yeah, we can count ballots for as long as we want, just undermines the trust people have in that election process. So whether it's valid, not valid, it's kind of immaterial. This creates a situation where American people are going to be less trusting of elections, if that's possible. And yeah.
Oh, Lord. Let me ask you this.
Oh, Lord.
No, because Cleo's at the door. And yeah, Cleo's
well, we're almost done.
Yeah, I know. She can come in here and put her tail right here. You know. How was your weekend?
It was good. I got to talk about one other Supreme Court decision, and this will be one I want audience participation into. Last Friday, last Thursday, Supreme Court ruled temporary protected status is in fact temporary, and it turns out the president can remove status of Haitians and a few other folks he was trying to remove from. Haitians is the big one. Right now, we started letting people in after the earthquake 20 some years ago. There's been a huge migration. 300,000 people are here as temporary status. And here's what's crazy, how it ties into birthright citizenship. Even though they were here temporarily, they've had 50,000 kids. And those 50,000 kids are citizens based on birthright citizenship, depending on how it goes. So, and it's fascinating because I oppose all government programs because whenever they put it in, nothing is temporary. Even if you hear all the Democrat talking points, it's like, oh, we can't send them back yet. It's like, it's been 20 some years. Like, we would not have let these people in permanently. You sold us a bill of goods with, oh, it's just temporary, and now you want to make it permanent. But let me know, though, in the chat, how many people you think get deported or leave of those 300,000? I'm going to think it's less than 10,000. What do you think, Wayne? How many Haitians get sent home?
She heard you call my name. So you were like, what was the question again?
How many of the 300,000 Haitians get sent home?
Let's see. Go home? let's see, it's July right now.
Yep.
You better hurry up and start moving before the midterms. That's all I gotta say. You better hurry up and do it, because if the Democrats take over after the midterms, probably none. They'll probably come up with something and pass something.
Ooh, Jay says 100,000 plus.
Good.
Wow.
Okay.
I love the optimism.
They better hurry up and do it. Because what did Mike Johnson. Oh man, these people.
And Senate's out of session. So we got no Supreme Court for the rest of the summer. We got no Senate for the rest of the summer.
Wait a minute. No, it's the Senate's not out yet. They didn't. July is end of. Yeah, July.
They might have a day or two, but right now they're not doing anything. It's like 3 weeks.
All right, we got to go because
we get all sorts of fun news.
Yeah, this is See, I knew this was going to happen, because now don't put your butt on the mic though. Now I don't even know. Okay, Jason, give me some last thoughts.
Let's do some last thoughts. First of all, folks, I got to tell you, thanks for hanging out with us two knuckleheads. We love and appreciate you guys. And it's favorite part of the day hanging out with you guys. Second thought is make sure it's going to sound stupid. We don't want to be all weathery. It's really hot out, and a lot of us are old, like Wayne mentioned earlier. Drink lots of fluids. Don't think it's a great time to go dig a garden or anything stupid. We don't want to hear anybody dying. And then third thought, buckle up for tomorrow. Birthright citizenship. That will be a huge one. And I pray they get it right. I think they'll get it wrong. And it'll be interesting what the reaction is after that. Ooh, and then bonus one. Did you watch that Citizen? Oh, what was that new film about? Elon had tweeted the film out, Citizen Enforcer or something like that.
I saw a video like this dude shooting people. He walked into a house and was shooting people. I was like, what is this? And
yeah, I got to look up the name of it. Elon tweeted the whole video, and I had heard a little bit about it. Oh, it's called Citizen Vigilante. Okay. It's available on some of the platforms. I would, if you haven't watched it, the film is not great. Like it's not the best done film, but I would encourage everybody. It's like an hour and a half. I would encourage you to watch it, because I think
like something that should have been in the theaters if it's an hour and a half.
Yeah, it should have been. The guy, what it's about is there is a vigilante who is sick of illegals and the judges who support the illegals in Europe, and he takes matters into his own hands. Like I say, you're not going to watch it and think it's the greatest movie ever, but what I thought it did a really good job is kind of capturing that feeling that a lot of people in America and Europe are seeing with all these illegals. And so, I would encourage it.
All right, people. I probably would have some, but right now I got to get this cat out of here.
Cat.
I got to get a cat some treats. You want a treat? See. Look, tell me, you want a treat? You want a treat? Okay. All right. Say bye-bye.
All right. See you guys.
All right. We got to go, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself. And get off. No, you're really gonna mess things up. Okay, here we go. Bye.